It's the Joe Show. It's the Joe Show with me, Joe. It's the weekend. You know what that means. Indie weekend. It's where I play indie games on the weekend. Today we're continuing to play a game called There Is No Game, Wrong Dimension, where I, the user, am actually playing against the game. There's like an announcer that controls the game, trying to convince me that there is actually no game here. If you want to go watch last week's video, I have a playlist called There Is No Game, Wrong Dimension. We're going to hop right into Chapter 2 and Chapter 1. We ended where we got sucked into a new dimension. In Chapter 2, I believe we're starting in that dimension, so let's jump into it. There is no game, wrong dimension! I love point-and-click adventure games. I don't know what it is, but they're so fun to me. Someone just clicking, looking around, pointing, clicking again, finding new items, combining those items. What I don't like, though, is that some point-and-click adventure games are just like picture. It's just like a picture, and then you have to just click on stuff on the picture, like that one game, Without Escape, that we played the other week. Oh, it was awful. I like when there's animations and there's a storyline. I love stories. Anything with a good story. It's also why I like Final Fantasy games or any really RPG game. Good story will hook me. Man, this loading is taking forever, hey? Today I started, not today, but today I have this chai that I started making. Homemade chai from an Indian recipe. It's fantastic. You get some cardamom, like actual green cardamom in the seed form. Get some black pepper, some cinnamon, some ginger, fresh ginger, and some cloves. You crush it up together and boil it. And then you add in the black tea and continue to boil it. Dude, it's so good. So we're here. We're in game.
What?
What?
What happened?
What did happen?
I think I went to sleep for a minute.
I think it's been longer than a minute. It's been a week.
Where are we? User, are you here?
I am.
If you're here, show me a sign. Oh, I'm not alone. Why on earth did you touch the bug? I warned you about it. Look where that got us. That got us somewhere.
Hey man, the glitch was cool.
I don't know where.
I don't know where either. Hello?
This place is very strange. What is it? Some kind of television? Maybe we should not touch it.
Chapter 2, behind the scenes, huh? So, on the side of the TV, oh my god, there's a wheel with a bunch of symbols on it.
Doesn't have a video signal. No, it's probably not plugged in right.
Okay. There's a 1, a 0, and a 7 numbers, and then there's in the inner circle a bunch of different symbols like a music note, a cup of coffee, and scissors. And on the outside there's a bunch of other symbols like, again, an envelope, a knife, and a bomb. Okay. On the back of the TV it looks like I can see through it, and there is a yellow cord missing that's not plugged in, so there's 3 cords that you plug in. Man, if you're a non-gamer, you won't even recognize this, or if you're even a Gen Zer, you probably don't even recognize this. But back in the day, we had a video input, which was yellow, and 2 audio inputs, which are red and white. And so the video one is not plugged in, so I should probably plug the video one in.
What? You plugged in the video input?
Uh,
Oh, you just couldn't help yourself, could you?
no, of course not. Okay, on the other side, there is postcards. So on the right side of this monitor, there's postcards. One says, "Kiss from the Gear Factory." Looks like I can peel off a corner. And the other one says, "Ghost Possession, Poltergeist, Miss Voodoo, 555-2368. Somebody call that number. I don't have an American phone anymore, but call 555-2368. Maybe you'll get Mrs. Voodoo. Tell me, child, are you possessed by a ghost? Let's see here. What do we got on the front? Oh, it looks like not very good video input.
Oh, that doesn't look very sturdy.
All of a sudden, I'm starting to break the TV by knocking on it. Huh? Whoa!
Stop, user!
Whoop! Ah! Ah! How many clicks do I gotta... How many clicks does it take to get to the center of the television box? Oh, clicks. I said clicks, not licks. How many clicks does it take to get to the center of the television box? We're about to... Oh, damn it. I thought I was going to do it then.
Can't you see you're making things worse?
Who's making things worse? It's not me. It's not my fault.
Don't touch the cracks!
I like it's 1, 2, 3. Click, click, clack. Oh!
Don't tell me you've broken another coffee cup, Watson.
I did.
What, son?
Oh, look at it. This is like a...
You called.
I love this. It's like a classic point and click adventure.
Is it me, or is there an echo all of a
The
sudden?
ones that I like. Whoa, a mystery.
Watson, did you hear that?
Affirmative.
Huh.
There was nothing human about that scream. It seems to be coming from our dear neighbor Wilhelm's home. Let's go take a look, shall we? All of this is most exciting.
Yo, that was good. There's a thing called the Wilhelm scream, and that was the exact sound effect that they used. And you hear it
What
in
on earth is going
almost
on?
every movie.
They does look like interaction icons. I think we're in a game.
Oh, but there is no
goodness, we can stay
game.
here. Do the icons in the game work?
We gotta try it out. But anyways, the Wilhelm
No.
scream is in everything.
No, that can only mean one thing.
You can look it up in movies.
We're trapped in this world, just like this fictional character.
Yeah, we're stuck here.
World where it's impossible
Yeah.
to tell what's real and what's an illusion.
Nobody knows.
User, we've probably entered a different video game dimension.
Wrong
Do
dimension!
something, anything. It's what you do best.
Yeah, we got this. We'll work together, announcer. Anyways, Wilhelm
Find a
scream.
way out.
You can
Please.
look it up.
We shouldn't be here.
Stop, announcer. You can look it up in any movie or any action movie. And there's actually
We
a
must
great...
avoid running into those characters
Oh,
again
no, we'll run
at
into
all
them.
costs.
We'll run into
I
them.
fear the consequences.
There's a great podcast called 20,000 Hertz where you can actually find out all about the Wilhelm scream.
All of this is Mr. Glitch's fault.
It's not the
He's
glitch's
got
fault.
something in mind, but I don't know what.
It goes... "Meow!" It's like in every action movie. Postcard. Let's open up this side. This stamp, because I can take it off.
User, are you still there?
Or not. Maybe. I mean, I know I can. The mouse
Have
is
you
changing.
poked all around the screen?
No, I haven't. What do
There
you-
may be a way out. Perhaps.
Settle down. Can I unscrew this? Not yet. I'll probably get a screwdriver at some point. And this
Oh,
wheel.
watch out. I thought I saw a shard of glass. Don't
Huh.
cut yourself on it.
So
Or
this is
tear
kind of
anything
like
off.
a old dial phone. I wonder if Miss Cleo over here, Miss Voodoo, 2368. If we can somehow get like a 2368.
Hey, one of those icons in the foreground looks like it's spinning off.
2358. Doesn't look like we can. But this is clearly going to come into play later. Okay, let's click on the icons. So this one looks like it's peeling off. He wants me to touch that. But then I noticed that this piece of glass up here is kind of like rocking back and forth, and I'm curious about it, so we're clicking it. Oh, looks like I got an item. I wonder if I can use it to unscrew screws. No, I can not, but I bet you I can use it to get the postage off. Haha.
And there we go. Let's just tear everything down.
Eee.
And what are you going to do with that stamp anyway? Put it on an email?
Let's see here. Maybe we can put it on the screen, and then I can use the settings to, because it's a gear icon, which generally looks like settings, right? I'm gonna click the eyeball. Can't click the eyeball. Click the mouth. Can't click the mouth, but it is clickable. What if I use the shard of glass? Nope. And then the icon to interact. Looks like it's peeling off, but maybe just like the stamp, I can use the shard to get it off. Yes.
What have you done now? Did you take off one of the game's
I
icons?
did.
Oh, the one with the bent
I
corner?
did.
And just what do you plan to do with that feast?
Oops, let's close this. Let's close all my social apps so we don't get disrupted again. What am I going to do with the fist? Oh, Mr. Announcer, I don't think you want to know what I'm going to do with this fist, you know?
Okay, user. Don't touch anything else. You will end up breaking something fragile.
You will break something fragile if you're gonna use the fist like I want to use it. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, announcer man? Can I use the fist on the mouth? No, I can't pound the mouth. Oh my god, today. Oh, I licked the stamp.
That's
Nice.
disgusting.
Now I can probably put it on the screen. For settings? No. Well, I have a wet stamp now and a fist and a piece of glass. If I click the window, nothing happens, but it looks like there's something. Ooh, can I use the fist to break the window? Haha! Nice.
When I asked you to find a way out, I was talking about this dimension. Not the room!
Well, we found a way out of the room. That was fun, though. I used the fist to break that. There's also a trap door here.
There's something written on this strange hatch. Unfortunately, it's too small to read.
Maybe I can use the magnifying glass. Nope. I mean, I probably can, but I have to get it off first. Maybe I can get it off with this fist. Is there anything else in this room that I can interact with? Let's just make sure before moving on. No, let's go. Ah,
Just
nice.
quiet.
Mr. Wilhelm, open the door. It's your neighbor, Sherlock Holmes.
It will never work, Holmes. What we need is a key.
What do I need?
A key to open a
Oh,
door.
who'd have thought?
You disappoint me, my dear friend. Be more creative. Make more daring associations. And think in 4 dimensions.
Clever.
You mean like you're doing
Clever.
now?
4 dimensions. We can think in 4 dimensions because we're outside of the screen. That was a very meta thing to say, and it's also a hint to the player. I like it. So this design of Sherlock Holmes is also interesting.
Not a sound.
He doesn't look like a Sherlock Holmes that I would imagine, but for some reason I don't imagine Sherlock Holmes with a curly mustache like that. In every iteration, I've never seen him with that look, so it's super interesting that they chose that. There's like a little shiny thing on the floor here. I wonder if it's going to turn into something. It looks like a coin. The sewer is also interactable. Maybe I can use the glass to pry it open. Nope. Maybe I can use the fist to punch through it. Yep. Interesting.
What was that sound?
Ah, he found a penny.
penny.
That was something.
It's my lucky day.
Huh.
Your lucky evening, my friend.
Oh, I got a... Oh, okay. I got that penny in my inventory. The moon is also interactable. Can I punch the moon? But now I have a penny. What's the penny gonna do? Maybe I can put the stamp on the penny? No.
Don't make a sound, user.
What if I make the sound again?
Not a
Oh,
sound.
he dropped the penny.
Another penny. I'm going to be rich.
He thinks it's a different
You'll
penny.
finally be able to pay your share of the rent.
What if I punch the moon? Nope, can't punch the moon. Alright, let's look on the side. Can I stick this back on the postcard? No. Can I use the stamp to do anything? Can I pull the video back out? Oh yeah. I can. Interesting. So what happens now if I pull the video out? Just a blank screen. Huh. Can't pull the sound out though. That's actually pretty impressive that I can pull that out and they still maintain integrity of when I put it back in. I don't know. It just feels impressive. Wonder what this does. I should probably make a sound one more time because rule of 3s in games, you gotta do things 3 times. That's just how it works. Punch that sewer door. That sewer manhole cover.
Another? There must be
Another, there must be a leak.
I hope you're not speaking of yourself, my dear friend.
I gotta take a leak.
User, stop sitting
Ah, so the post-it note was...
I have the impression that there is whispering going on
There is
around
whispering.
us. A sort of voice
With a Russian accent.
But I'm not.
There. Did you hear it?
The only thing I heard is the gentle rustling
The
of
name
the
of the wind even.
with a Russian accent.
The Name of the Wind even. Favorite book. If you haven't read it, Name of the Wind. It's awesome. So now I have a penny. What can I do with a penny?
What are you going to do
Ooh,
now?
if I flip around to the other side, I bet I can use the coin to unscrew stuff.
There aren't any equipment. You certainly have a thing for tinkering.
Because I'm sure you've done that before. I've used a coin to unscrew stuff.
Not a good idea.
When you don't have a
user.
screwdriver around, you can always try to use a coin.
No.
Oh, now
Where
we're
are the manager's
backstage.
secrets? It looks like the set of the
Set
game.
of the game?
but seen from
That's
the other
hysterical.
side.
The set of the game. Seen from the other side.
I know what you're going to do. Don't you dare go help them out.
I can raise and lower the moon. Huh, okay, so let's see here. What happened with the moon? Nothing. But I hit the switch.
The door they're trying to open is really stuck.
Huh.
Leave it
No,
alone,
we're gonna undo the
please.
door. Oh, let me punch the stick holding it.
User, you're really irritating.
No, game is so fun. Oh,
Aha! My Bartitsu techniques have gotten the
Bartitsu.
better of this door. Come, Watson, let's go inside.
nice.
Don't
They
go
didn't
with
even look
them.
around either. Didn't even look backstage. So we have a screw here, or I guess a hinge, holding this set together. I wonder if I press that or I punch it. Nope. If I use the glass to undo it, no. If I use the coin to unscrew it, no. If I use the stamp to glue it, no. And when I press the moon thing, nothing happens. If I use a coin, no. And if I go to the other screen, the original screen here, and I go backstage, do we get a view? Ah, we do! And I can move the background. That's cool. Okay. So I can move the background, but what does that do for me? Now can we kind of see in the back a little bit? No. Not sure what that does. Maybe I can punch it? No, but then we have a color wheel over here. I'm not really sure what that's trying to tell me. Some paint. Can I use anything, the paint for anything? Can I punch the paint? Use a coin. I got red and green paint. That'll probably come in to play at some point here. Good to know it's back here. Looks like we're not needing it quite yet. So let's rotate back around. The chair also has a cut in it. I wonder if I can... No. Can I punch the door open? No. The hatch? No. I need to get the magnifying glass off. Alright, let's see what Holmes and Watson are up to over here.
Mr. Wilhelm, are you there?
No!
It's far too dark in here.
I can't be expected to walk around in the dark, Sherlock.
So try to find us some light, Watson.
This is incredible. There's a game inside this game, and I feel like I'm playing
These characters
a
are
Sherlock
trapped in
Holmes
the dark.
game while also
We're
playing
lucky.
Wrong Game, No
Let's cross our
Dimension
fingers and hope
at the
that
same
they
time.
confide
This is
light.
actually really fun.
Correction. Let's cross our fingers and hope that you can find the light.
Let's find the light here. Maybe I can use a penny. Actually, I bet I know where the light is. It's in the back. Where's the switch? Yep, of course. Here's the switch. Hey, Watson keeps looking at me. I don't like that. What can I use here? Oh, I pasted a gear in there.
Fixing a machine with a stem.
Interesting.
How logical.
That's funny.
Just in case, I hope it's not connected to a
Now I
light
bet I can go over to the moon because there's a moon logo on that switch and I can switch it on. Yep.
source. No. Where's the fake
And
wood
now
coin?
it's
I hope it's not.
in the other room. And they can see. Glitches, Mr. Wilhelm.
Well done, Watson. We can finally see better. I get the feeling that Mr. Wilhelm is redecorating. I don't recall him having a
Well,
view
he
of
does
the
now, huh?
moon.
This place scares the living daylights
Good time.
out of
Good
me.
thing it's nighttime.
Mr. Wilhelm, Are you dead?
He's floating.
He's floating.
What is
A
it got in his
glitch.
face?
Mr. Glitch. Oh no.
It looks like some sort of relatively thick monochromatic parasite.
And it's
Sounds very
serious?
serious. Watson doesn't know though.
You're a disgrace to the medical
Wow.
profession. Let
Holmes.
me take a closer look at it.
So
I,
aggressive.
for one, would rather keep my distance from that
Smart.
thing.
So he's a magnifying glass. I need that magnifying glass to read the hatch. How do I get the magnifying glass away? Ooh, I can punch the glitch. Can I punch it?
Poor soul. It looks painful.
That's so funny. When you punch him, they actually finally use the Wilhelm scream. So you just heard, like, you heard it.
Is it just me or did the
You
red
heard
letter
it.
move?
The Wilhelm scream. Can I get the H?
I can't stand hearing him scream.
They're adding like a modulation to it too.
Finish him with your Bartitsu, Holmes. It's unfathomable.
How dare you steal from Mr. Wilhelm Scream? Put that edge back.
How dare you steal from his scream? That's really funny. Ooh, there's a
You have no business.
there's
with
a card in the
this
back. What is
letter
that? I can click on it.
H. Don't touch
Can I
that.
use the H on it?
That machine doesn't look like it's plugged in anyways.
Can I punch it?
User, no more playing around. We should go back to the room we started in. We might be able to find our exit.
No, let's plug this in. Oh, it's a phone. It's a phone?
What
Yeah,
was
it looks
that
like an old
sound,
phone.
like a
Okay,
ringing
got it.
bell?
I think it came from this
Hello,
odd
who's
device.
there?
Oh yes, Mr. Wilhelm told me about it. It's a prototype of Antonio Mucci's teletrophone. It allows you to communicate with another person from a distance
Oh.
instantly.
I say, and how many of them exist?
This is the only one
Then-
of its kind.
How
So it's
does it work?
useless.
It's useless.
User, no more playing around. We should go back to the room we started in. We might be able to
Do
find
you
our
think this
exit.
phone is connected to Miss Voodoo,
Stop playing around with
or
everything
maybe
you come across. Somebody
it is
will
connected
notice us.
to?
Anyway, it's just pixel porridge. And I don't have a magnifying glass on me.
This dial over here? I bet it is somehow related to this dial, as it is a phone, and this is like an old school dial of some sort. Maybe we get to call Miss Voodoo and they get to talk to Miss Voodoo. Can I punch his glitch face again? Yep.
User,
See here,
no
what's
more
behind the
playing around.
scenes?
We should go back to the room we started in. We might be able to find our exit.
He really wants me to go back to the room we started in. I don't know why. Why? What's here? Can,
If you were thinking about moving that fake wall, forget about it. The marks on the ground show that a piece of rag
oh,
is
okay.
missing, or a letter of the alphabet.
They're really giving me a lot of hints here.
Wait, did you just use a letter from an onomatopoeia to
Yes,
fix
I
the
did.
rail? But that doesn't make any sense. You might as well use, I don't know, a monkey to work an hydraulic pump. It's dumb. But what really gets me is
I believe the monkey working the hydraulic pump is a reference to Monkey Island. I like that it's kind of making fun of these point-and-click adventure games, because in point-and-click adventures you have these weird solutions that really logically sometimes don't make a lot of sense. And so what just happened is I took a letter from a sound effect and now I'm using it as a rail in another room. And like the logic here is like, how would you think of that? Like, it's not a normal behavior for anything. It's all game logic. All right, let's move this. Oh, we get another bucket of paint here. So there's got to be something going on with this color wheel. Okay, let's use the coin to unscrew this, because this is clearly a screw. Oh, I bet you that's the magnifying glass. It was the screw holding the magnifying glass on the wall, or on the game. Yep.
you just swiped their magnifying glass. The feast wasn't enough for you. I just hope they won't
I
figure
wasn't
it
satisfied with fisting. You're correct. Oh, developers only allowed in this room.
out. One more rule you're going to be able to break.
Oh, I pressed the button and I can already get in. Well, let's see what's down here. Game space.
Did the game crash? Echo, echo.
Game space.
I think I know where we are. It's a dictionary. This is where all the things that are used in the
That's
game
funny.
are stored. A kind of hidden library.
Hidden library.
Only the developers can
The
access
library
this
file
section.
is pretty funny.
Hence the secure hatch, I suppose.
Interesting bathtub. Can I punch it? No. Got a cassette tape. Got a magnet. Something else. A bottle. And then there's a drink over here in the corner. Huh. Penny, fist. What can I do with the bathtub though? I can't click on it. There's nothing to magnify. There's something with the bathtub. If I punch that now, nothing happens because Watson isn't here. The moon is gone. Let's go back.
I told you I
Oh,
had
he
my
lost his
magnifying
magnifying
glass
glass.
in my hand, Watson, and it suddenly disappeared.
There you go. They figure it out.
That voice. It's the ghost, Holmes.
The Russian
The
ghost.
Russian ghost.
But I'm not Russian.
Mr. Wilhelm, you never told us
he
you were
doesn't
such a
sound Russian to
talented
me.
ventriloquist.
Oh, he's not the one speaking.
Oh.
I am. My name
My
is
name is Gabe.
Game. I'm a computer program. I'm with a user.
That's me.
A human.
That's us.
And we're trying everything we can to get home. Do you know how we can exit your game?
Game? What game?
Your game. You're a game character.
You are aware that the world you're in isn't real, don't you? You don't know
Oh
that
wow,
you're
this
in a
is
video
so
game,
so
isn't it?
meta.
I'd rather look for my magnifying glass than continue listening to your mad jabbering, Mr. Wilhelm.
But he's not the one. User. I think we're
No,
going
we
to
can't
need
work with Mr.
Big's
Glitch.
help. If he brought us into this dimension, he will probably be able to get us out of here.
Video game.
There's got to be a
Yeah,
way
but
to
you
get
can
it
punch
off.
it.
Maybe some kind of ritual. Unless, of course, you've got the number of the fire department.
I
Are you
am.
trying to make a phone call? You can see that it's too much small.
Oh,
It's
maybe we
just
can use the
pixel
magnifying glass
coverage.
here.
Nice zoom in, user.
Ah,
I knew that
what was that,
magnifying glass was a good
555?
idea. Well, this telephone
Yeah.
journey is strange.
it's like a missed puzzle. That's
missed
silly.
puzzle.
555 2368.
Who are you going to
5
call with this
5
thing? We don't know
5
anyone here. And he said it's the only one of its kind.
3. I can't believe they're making me spin this dial. 60. You kids don't even know what we had to do back in the day to make telephone calls. I don't think I actually had to ever make a phone call with this type of phone, but I might have had to when I was very, very young.
Where is that magnifying glass?
It works. There's a connection.
Oh,
That's strange. The teletrophone is
hello,
making that
Sherlock
noise
Holmes.
again.
How can I
Someone
solve your
seems to be trying to
problems?
communicate with us.
It's the
Not
video
Mrs.
ghost,
Voodoo.
Holmes.
Come on, Watson, pull yourself together. It's probably Mr. Mucci
I
who
wonder
made a
what
second
this is gonna
one
be
and
like.
twisting it. Mr. Sherlock Holmes speaking.
Oh, I thought they were gonna do the
A disenchantment ritual.
voice, but they're not.
You'll have to find another dupe, madam. Goodbye.
Was it a video game?
Was it a video game?
No, a telephone scam.
User, this Sherlock Holmes fellow is not very cooperative.
Hello, would you like disarmament? Disarm. Shit, what was the word that he just used? Disenchanting ritual. Anyone watching this who's under the age of like 30 probably doesn't remember Miss Cleo, but she was a telephone hotline, like, not therapist, a medium that could talk to the dead, and you could call her and talk to your dead relatives Call me now. That's what she talked like. It was like the most stereotypical Jamaican accent. I don't even know if she was actually Jamaican or if she was just putting on this accent. I don't know. I'm sure you could go on Wikipedia and figure it out. I wonder whatever happened to her. Oh, the days of TV where you could call it Miss Cleo.
User, I think
Oh, we
you've
took the eye
lost
off.
an eye. I'm going
Oh,
to
shut
be
up.
sick. No, I can't. I'm a
What do I use the eye for? If I put it on Mr. Glitch, something happen? No.
Where
Put on the
is
phone?
that
No.
magnifying glass? I'm going to
Can I lick the eyeball? And stick it somewhere? Nope. Maybe I can use the eye on the bathtub? No. What is this slider doing? Like, this slider is the only thing I haven't used yet, and I'm really not sure how to use it. And then also the paint. If I put the... Oh, then I have a blue ball. Blue, green, makes teal? Okay. But what does the color mean then? In relation to Sherlock Holmes. What can I do with this blue turquoise ball? Can we call it Miss Cleo again?
Where is
Oh my god, 5, 23, 68, baby. Almost 69.
you again? Please stop calling here and playing with the light.
That Watson gentleman needs to pick up the phone instead.
Yeah, but how do we get Mr. Sherlock Holmes away from the phone though? Maybe I can drop a penny again? He really wants the magnifying glass. How can I... Where can I put the magnifying glass? To really get him outside. Maybe I can put the magnifying glass here. Can I unplug the light? Or maybe move the moon out of the way and then he'll leave? Let's see here. Can I move the moon again? Yep.
You just plunged our friends in darkness, user. That's
Too bad.
Not very nice. Mind you, nothing you do even surprises me anymore.
It's dark again over in this corner. I say, there's a bit of light over by the entrance. I may have lost my magnifying glass here.
Well done, user. That character isn't by the communication device anymore.
Can I give him his magnifying glass back? No, I need it because of reasons. Okay. Can I bring him outside though? Maybe... But if I turn on the light, then I'm guessing he's gonna be back in that corner. Or will they have swapped locations and maybe Watson is there now? And what about this hinge? Can I do anything with this hinge yet? No. Okay, if I go back, who's gonna...
Good. We might finally
So he
be
did-
able to use this teletrophone in peace.
5, 23, 68. Mrs. Voodoo. Coming to you. Bring.
I think you're going
Yes,
to have
Watson.
to answer, Mr. Watson.
Holmes, the
Come
Russian
on.
video game is speaking to me.
Pick up the
The
phone.
phone, damn it!
Very well.
Hear me now, let's fix your game.
Are you a video game too? Yes? 3 steps for a successful disenchantment? I'm listening.
Ah, that's what we're interested in.
It must be a full moon,
Must be
okay.
full moon.
We don't have a full moon, but we'll figure that out.
Cover
the victim with snow?
Snow?
What?
It's the middle of May.
A large cherry on
Place a
top.
large cherry on top.
Is this a ritual or a cake recipe?
So, let me summarize.
Snow, big
Full
cherry.
moon, snow, big cherry. Thank you, madam.
We're screwed.
Okay, so full moon. Let's see here. If I paint the...
These cans of paint make me think of the 3 primary colors. A big red ball.
Yeah, but we...
Like
no,
a juicy cherry.
probably,
Do you
but
think it will do the trick?
but we need
Let's
to start with
hope
something
so.
else. So let's go with the full moon here. Try to paint this. No, can I? No, I can't paint that. Okay. Oh look, another thing I can unscrew. What is this?
And the award for Unscrewer of the Year
Oh,
goes to
thank you!
user.
Thank you! Thank you! Oh, the mouth. I just licked the moon, huh? I don't know what that's doing, though. Licking the moon. Lick the moon. Yeah. And how do I make snow? Like, what? Let's go to the back here, move the moon. Well, maybe I can lick this hinge and unhinge it or something. Nope, don't want to do that either. Can't break anything else. Okay, let's flip this back around. Use the yellow paint. Nope, that's just gonna have to be the cherry then, huh? Can I punch the moon? Can I magnify it? Can I put a penny on it? Can I cut it down? Nope. There's buckets, paint buckets. I don't know. I don't get this whole snow moon thing. Blue, green, red. Red, purple. And what is this? This must have to do with something. And if I go down here in the library, there's not much going on. Can I use the ball on the tub? The magnifying glass didn't work. The only thing we have now is this mouth. But that doesn't seem to be doing anything. Can I use the straw in some way? Soda? Can I punch it? No. Oh, I went to the back.
Ice cream.
Oh,
Maybe
okay,
it could
nice.
be used as snow. After all, it's just water in a solid state. But how can we get it?
Nice. Okay, so I can come to the back.
At any rate, that
I bet you I can use the mouth to get it.
delicious. Well done.
Yeah, but now we have is the
All
cone.
that's left is the cold. How can we fill it up with snow again? All we've got on hand is a game and a TV.
Ah. Snow.
No. TV snow.
Clever. I like that.
I'm impressed, user.
Clever.
Let's hope that this snow
Clever,
will do
clever,
the trick.
clever. But now how do we get the moon? How do we get the moon to be full? That's the other question. How do we get the moon to be full? And what's with the bathtub? We still have the bathtub. And so now this marble is going to be used as the cherry. But then what do I use for the full moon? How do we get the moon to be full? Oh yeah, they're dark again here. Okay.
I'm completely in the dark.
Oh.
I'm terrified.
Yes, excellent. If you see my magnifying glass, let me know.
I hate you.
So once again, talking about the darkness. If I go back here, switch that, move the moon over. Maybe they say something different and we can move on. No. But we
There
put the
you
snow on him.
Sorry, Mr. Wilhelm. It's for your own good. I think.
Snow. And then if I go get the other one, maybe we can get the cherry going on here. So paint it red. Put the cherry on top. Okay. But now what? 5, 5, 5, 23, 60, oct.
Mr. Watson, could you have Miss Voodoo repeat
Snow,
it?
cherry on top, and full moon, right?
Good evening, madam. Could you please repeat everything that's needed for the ritual?
Yeah, full moon.
On the night of the full moon,
Put the victim with snow,
cover
yeah.
the victim with snow
Add a big cherry, yep.
and add a big cherry. Thank you very much, madam.
So, we're missing.
Maybe I can use the magnifying glass to make it full? Punch it? Cut it? Bop it? Use the coin? No. How do I make the moon full? This is not a beat 'em up. I just got an achievement because I beat up Wilhelm too much. But Holmes keeps wanting to find his magnifying glass, so what's with that? So the moon is back here. I feel like there's got to be something with his hinge too. For some reason this hinge is bothering me. But it doesn't seem to interact with anything. Yeah, nothing. What if I unplug the video again? Nothing. Go back, plug that video back in. The moon. Magnifying glass here? Punch the moon here? No. Use the coin? No. Cut it? Lick it? It seems to be doing something. I don't know what though. If I keep licking it. Lick it. Lick it. How many times do I gotta lick it? Unscrew this. No. Lick the thing. Use the magnifying glass. No. How do I make the moon full? Like, that's where we're stuck here. How do you make a full moon? Is it something with a bathtub? Because I can't punch the bathtub. I can't cut the bathtub. I can't use a coin on the bathtub. I can't lick the bathtub. If I go back around to the back here, there's nothing going on. I can't grab anything else, and I can't go back upstairs. Kisses from the Gear Factory. Is there anything here that seems like we could do something? No. this is the only thing that's left is like this wheel. But there's nothing to be done with the wheel, it seems like, with any of the objects that I have. I can just turn the wheel. And it doesn't seem like I'm at that part of the game yet to be using the wheel. I have a feeling like when I'm at this part, I'll definitely know it. So how do I make a full moon? How do I make a full moon? How do I make a full moon? How do you make a full moon? Yep, move the moon. There's nothing around here. Can I look? Is there... Wait, is that a screw? No. Magnifying glass. Cut. Punch it. Oh wait, there is like a... Can I somehow change the icon to be a full moon? Magnifying glass it? No. Maybe if I lick it? No. Scrape it off? Punch it? No. No. How do I make a full moon? Put it back. And then they're over there. But how do I make a full moon? Punch it. Out. Cut it. Out. Coin it. Out. Can I give the coin to Watson? Or Holmes? Can I give anything? You can probably punch him again. Use the licky. I can lick the moon, which is interesting. That is interesting. I can't lick anything else though. No. 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 Can I unplug that again? No. This machine I think is done, the stamp machine. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's working. Full moon. How do we make a full moon? How do I make a full moon here? I don't know what licking it. I don't know why I can lick this. Like, why can I lick this? That's such a weird thing. Maybe with the paint, I can paint something else, like the glass. No. The coin? No. The fist? No. The tongue? Okay, so I can do the tongue here. And then I can probably lick the moon here. Ah, there we go.
What a fantastic full moon. I hope
That
the
makes
game won't
sense.
get wise to us.
I don't know how that didn't
Okay, we have all the
figure that out
ingredients.
sooner.
Why isn't anything happening?
Oh, is the ritual happening? No!
Look,
Mr. Glitches are revived!
Watson, Mr. Bullhead just exploded like a beached whale.
Perhaps he was allergic to cherries.
I'm Mr. Glitch. Radicalist pride. This trip has been more difficult than I imagined.
You know, Mr. Glitch sounds remarkably like an announcer.
You again? Did you follow me?
We were transported here by accident.
We? No.
Of course he did.
You brought
Me and
user
Game.
with you. You're such a pain in the neck.
Wow, that was messed up, Glitch.
You wonder why she left
Who's
you.
her?
I won't let you speak of her.
Anyways, I have to go.
Uh-oh.
This isn't the dimension I was aiming for.
Ha 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 ha.
Good game.
No! We have to follow
He
him.
blocked the way.
But this painting just blocked the way.
And I feel like it's backwards.
Are you talking about your trousers, my good man?
Oh, but now we have a
How are we
glitch.
going to get past it?
Oh, we have a little piece of glitch. Oh, I have glitched the game. Nice. Nice.
Now the painting is the right way round. At least I think so.
The passage is open again.
Come, Holmes.
The rainbow ghost.
Let's follow the rainbow ghost.
Come,
Oh my God, Sherlock.
A large flying insect.
So, if I understand right, some things seem to be affected by this bug fragment. It's like it reverses them or something. Who cares?
So wait, if I-
Let's follow them.
Okay.
Where
Can
is
you?
the exit? I can feel it here.
Take us home.
But why, Game? You're not happy here with your new NPCs?
See?
Oh, they don't know
friends.
that. Sorry, I meant you friends.
Watson, stop conversing with this beast. You're making me uneasy.
Their AI doesn't seem too great.
Where are you trying to go, Mr. Glitch?
To a place where I will be able to unleash my evil plan.
What plan?
Ah.
Will let me.
What? What did he say? A copy protection system right in the middle of a game? How barbaric. We're missing the
Copyright
explanation of
protection
this evil
system.
plan.
That's funny.
Let's find the numbers we need fast, user.
Oh, so I can turn these numbers around.
I wonder if it's related
course it
to that
is.
strange disc on the monitor.
Enter the number that goes with each picture. Okay. So we have Kane and Bomb. So we gotta line up Kane and Bomb.
Do you think this copy protection
We've got
system really existed?
516.
I doubt it was effective.
5?
On the other hand, it must have been good for the photocopier market.
No. So 6 is there, but how do we get a 6? How do I get a 6? 3 can't be changed, but 4 can be.
That's weird. The disk has numbers that cannot be entered.
Hey, how do I get a 6 here?
If only the system had asked us for other symbols.
Okay. Huh.
Oh, you will find a trick to get us out of this, user.
Can I use the glitch on this? Magnifying glass, the licky thing? No. Oh, okay, interesting. So I can change the... I can change
Would this glitch
the
fragment be
symbols
of
here.
Any use to us?
Huh. So I have to line this up to punch in numbers that I can actually use. I have a 1, 3, and a 5. So maybe I can do skull and gun. Is gun here? Skull and gun. But I think it's the wrong way around. Where I need the ones on the outside first? Well, let's try it here. Red is 3. Green is 1. Where's my glitch? 1. And then 5. Hey! Nice.
What an evil plan.
Isn't it?
Hey, can you repeat that,
say
please?
again? We got cut off.
What?
No. There, I
How did
just
you
saw
just
the
see it?
exit, which means this is where we say goodbye. Farewell,
Cardboard?
game. Enjoy your new cardboard home.
Oh, okay. He went through. Oh,
Farewell, rainbow butterfly.
can I
He
glitch
disappeared
through
into
it?
the ground.
No.
How will we be able to
Maybe if I
follow
go
him?
down to the library, I can finally use the glitch on the bathtub. Nice.
Have a look around this strict set.
Nice. So I reverse the bathtub. I don't know how that helps us at all. What if I go around to the backside? I really don't know how that helps us. But it's going to come in handy. I know it is. I have a feeling in my heart. What's in the back? Nothing. So I have to figure out a way to get down the sewer. And I can't glitch through it. Can I glitch Watson? Nope. If I go back here, can I glitch something back here? Ooh, I wonder if I can glitch that hinge. So let's go back here and then try to get that hinge that I've been attempting to open this whole time. Nice.
Oops. think you managed
Oh,
to
sorry,
find
Holmes. Sorry, Watson.
Oh, the ground is on
They
there
got sucked into the dimension.
But where did the characters go?
Still nothing with the bathtub, though. Well, let's dimension it.
There's the exit.
Oh no! Oh no!
To fall.
Hold on, Watson.
The world is ending.
Oh,
Everything
no.
is fake. I am fake.
London is probably on a fault line. I'm going to get us out of this mess.
Ah, darn it. We can't leave them there like that.
Yeah, smart, smart,
Let's
smart,
try
smart.
to get them to safety
bathtub.
quickly before leaving.
Can I open this portal? Can I open this and get them the bathtub?
This manhole cover
How,
doesn't want to move.
maybe from the other side?
At
Can we
least not
unscrew
from
it?
this side.
Can I punch it from this side? No. Can I glitch it? No. Can I lick Holmes's butt? No. If I go back up, go back down. Can I see? Okay, yeah, so stuff changed over here. Maybe I can punch it out. But now we have to get the bathtub over there, right? Can we punch it over?
We just opened the
Jump to the
passage for you.
bathtub.
Go ahead, Mr. Holmes. Jump! There's something for you to land in on the other side. Jump!
Hold on, Watson.
2,
We're going to swing
1.
over to the hole. 3, 2, 1.
Well done, Holmes. What an
Oh, I'm so glad they made it into the bathtub.
This bathtub just saved our lives.
I didn't see much because of the screen.
It was a really good animation, yeah, yeah.
The jump animation must have been amazing. Okay, user. Now that they're safe, we can leave. Goodbye, gentlemen. We apologize for the inconvenience. Let's go!
This is my getting sucked into a dimension noise. Oh, the game's finally starting! Flying Squirrel Interactive Entertainment presents Legend of the Secret!
Legend of the Secret? Ah, this still isn't our dimension.
Legend of the
It's going to be more
Secret!
complicated than I thought.
Of course it's the start button.
Is
But
that
I
a start
think
button?
I'm going to pause it here. We're going to go back to the main menu. So we will play that next time here on the Joe Show, which is going to be tomorrow because it's Indie Weekend. We play Saturday and Sunday. So come back tomorrow to find the next chapter of Wrong Game, There Is No Dimension. I loved today's setup where they had the point-and-click adventure. It was a play on a point-and-click adventure game where you got to see the back of it. You got to see the behind the scenes and interact with it. I like how they did it. This game is awesome to me. It's playing on all the tropes of point-and-click adventure games, but also referencing other fun things and other secrets, kind of Easter eggs in video games in general. This game is super fun for me. I'm digging it so hard. I hope you enjoy watching me play it. Come back next time where we find out the legend of the secret. I love you.